Hello and welcome to another Grumpy's Rehab Facility video. I almost forgot what the video title is. Anyway, today we're going to talk about if our standards are a bit too low regarding Star Citizen, of course. So stay tuned and let me roll the intro.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Alright, so first things first, this number here, it's amazing. It is amazing. Like, I still have no idea what to say except thank you, and thank you for trusting me, and thank you for subscribing. And there's still a lot of people that watch my videos but are not subscribed, and you guys are just peeping toms and you're just weird, and that's it. But this number, fucking amazing. Like, 1,000 new subscribers in less than a month. I feel like a huge fucking YouTuber, even though I don't want to be a YouTuber. Still, like I'm still not sure if I want to be a fucking YouTuber because I'm a musician. Anyway, so Salty Mike, I gotta address this. For the past few weeks, when I released this video, somebody suggests to him to watch this video, and I guess somebody will suggest this one too, because we clearly share the same views on the game and on the project and everything. But Salty, dude, Mike, dude, all of my Sunday videos, all of the Rehab Facility videos are just me ranting, and this one is not gonna be an exception at all. And I'm just gonna rant about our standards, and that's it. So if you want to watch me rant, yeah. But if you want to watch an actual video from me, then you can watch any other video except the Sunday videos, except the Rehab Facility videos. So, now that this is done, yeah, so I think that our standards for this game are a bit too low, and here's why. I have played a bunch of alphas in my lifetime. I was an alpha tester of Squad. Some of you that subscribed already know this story, but I'm gonna like tell it again. I was an alpha tester of Squad. I was an alpha tester of War Thunder, and I got banned from the forums of War Thunder because I was telling the devs to fix the fucking game, because some of the bugs that and some of the like bad mechanics that were apparent even during the alpha stage of the game are still in the game, and they haven't changed at all, and that's a serious issue. And I have played Squad. I still play it. There's a new update and I gotta do a fucking video on it because that game is just amazing. But I have played Squad and I have had similar, not the same, but similar experiences with the dev team. Because if something is wrong, you want it to get fixed. But I'm gonna say this, in both cases, most of the bugs and most of the bad game mechanics were fixed in the next patch, even though the communication between the community and the devs wasn't really on the level that we have with Star Citizen. So with Star Citizen we have the issue council, and for some reason, I don't know, like people still don't know about the issue council, and probably because there's no link to it on the launcher, because that would be fucking amazing, right? Like just having that link there, and people would click on it and just like they would just want to see what it is, and then they would realize that yeah, this is actually useful and we can use it to help the developers. But here's the thing, what is the use of having an issue council if some of the bugs are just gonna be like non-recognized, if most of the bugs that are in the game are just gonna be like, yeah, well, we'll fix it at some point, or we're not gonna fix it because we're gonna rework the whole thing at some point, so you're just gonna be stuck with it for like 6 to 9 months or a year or 2 years or whatever. Like, what is the point of having that? Even though I must say that like having an issue council is a really big thing, and I have never seen a game or a game development team that actually made something like that, and that is just amazing to me. But what's the point in having that if most of the bugs are just gonna be shoved under the carpet, and the devs are just gonna say, yeah, we're gonna deal with that once we get to it, and that's the end of it. What's the point in having any communication with the developers through Spectrum or through the issue council if they're just gonna disregard our like screams, our outcries. Like, we were asking for the call ATC button for I don't know how many years. Like, for me, when I joined back in 2020, I was like, dude, is this really it? Can we really not fucking bind this like to a key on a keyboard or on our joysticks? Like, that's just weird to me. But then I've heard that people were just like screaming at the developers for that for years. The search bar in the inventory system, we have the inventory system for like 9 months now, and we still don't have a search bar. The items don't really stack. I'm not gonna break any Evocati rules because I'm not in Evocati, and I just saw the leak, so this is not breaking any NDAs because there's a leak. But there's gonna be a search bar in the new kiosks. But they're the same kiosk still, but they just added the search bar, which is like, thank you for listening to the community. But let's talk about our standards. In the next patch, we're gonna get the derelict reclaimers, and that is just a point of interest. That is like, we're gonna also have nav meshing, but we'll see how it's gonna work because we currently don't know. But that's not really a big thing. It's just a point of interest, and that's it. In the current patch, we had everything completely fucking broken. Like, the game is unplayable. I haven't played it since the patch dropped. I was just like there during Invictus, made my money, and fucked off. I just couldn't bear trying to play this game when the game doesn't want to fucking be played, and that's it. But there were no hot fixes that would fix the issues, the glaring issues of this patch. Like, none at all. And the only thing that you can do is like PvP around Grimhex or get a climb stat and PvP wherever, and that's it. But that's just fucking, like, to me, it got boring. It got really fucking stale and boring, and I just had to like take a chill pill for a month or a couple of months and not play the game because, fuck's sake, dude. Like, after playing 3.13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, and then 17.1, and 3.12 and 3.11, I think, I'm good. I'm good. Like, all of the patches that got released since I started playing this game were like bad. Basically, they were just getting like worse and worse for some reason. And let's concentrate on one thing. For example, for you that played prior to 3.17, Grimhex had its elevators completely broken, and they would be just like double elevators, and that wasn't fixed for like a year or maybe more. I know that it wasn't fixed for a year, and the reasoning was, yeah, well, we're gonna rework the whole thing, so we're not gonna fix it. I don't know if they're broken again in this patch. I have no idea because I'm not playing this patch. I would imagine that they fixed them, but like, what do I know? Like, are they gonna stay like that or are they gonna break? I know that the other elevators were completely fucked up now, and yeah, the elevators are always a fucking issue in Star Citizen for some reason. And when is that gonna get addressed? What is the issue? Then we have the NPCs that are not even fucking standing on chairs anymore. They're just levitating. They're just like ascending, like it's the fucking second coming. And like, do we need, because here's the thing, they were standing on chairs for quite a while, and then Chris Roberts' daughter played the game, and she was like, Dad, why the fuck are the NPCs, well, she didn't swear because she's not an asshole like I am, but why are the NPCs standing on chairs? That's like breaking immersion. And then I guess that Chris like screamed at somebody, and they fixed the NPCs, and they were fixed for like one more patch, and then they got even more broken for the next patch, and then the next patch, and now they're just fucking levitating. You go to an 890 jump mission, and the NPCs spawn outside of the 890 jump, and you can't finish it. Most of the box missions are broken. Most of the game is broken. And I know that there is somebody right now typing, like rage typing on the fucking keyboard in the comment section, telling me that it's still an alpha, and if I don't know how to play an alpha, I shouldn't play one. Like, first off, did you play any other alphas ever? because I have, and I was like working on like smallish games. I was doing sound design and all of that. It's not really important. It's nowhere close to Star Citizen, of course. And I can say that I know a thing or two about like how things are developed. And even just being an alpha tester of a few games, and there were more, but like I have mentioned two, they're really big, and like I know how it should work, and Star Citizen is just not working like that. Things should get better, not worse. Things should get fixed in each patch, and once you get a bunch of things fixed for each patch, you're gonna have a better experience. But let's take a step back and talk about the games that I was an alpha tester of. For example, I can talk about Squad. In Squad, there was an issue, this was like the funniest bug ever. You would have the grenade launcher that's like mounted under the M4, and you could shoot like under your feet, and you wouldn't really rocket jump, but you would just fling yourself across the fucking map and die somewhere because of the fall damage. But yeah, next patch, it was out. It was just fixed. And whatever got broken in Squad, it was fixed for the next patch. There are some things that are probably not fixed yet, but most of it got fixed. And we can't really say that about Star Citizen, because each patch will break something else, as we know and as we have experienced. But if you neglect bugs from previous patches, those are just gonna accumulate. And this game is getting bigger and bigger, and currently it is already really big. And when do you think that CAG is gonna fix all the bugs? In how many years from now? If it takes them like a year to 18 months to make a capital ship, if it takes them 4 or 5 years to like give us an core ATC button, how many years do you think that it would take them to get rid of most of the bugs? I don't know, like the game is just growing larger and larger, and it's gonna be really hard to like track all the bugs and fix all the bugs, and most of them are for some reason intertwined somehow. And I guess it's pretty normal that if you change like a font on the coal elevator thing, that it's gonna break the fucking elevator completely for some reason, because you changed something and you didn't like look at the whole code, and it just broke everything. But like, when are they gonna resolve all of that? And then on top of that, you have ships that you pay for like $750 fucking dollars, 700 whatever. You have the C2 A2 M2, the A2, which is the most expensive ship. The fucking elevator is still broken. Like, you can use it, but it doesn't look good. It breaks immersion. But you paid, I don't know how, like $700 for a ship that doesn't work properly. Then you have the reclaimer. You can't even fucking access most of the areas most of the time in most of the patches, because yeah, fuck it, well, we forgot. And then it's just gonna accumulate, and in the end we're just gonna have a broken piece of shit experience like we do have right now. But here's the thing, it's only gonna get worse before it gets better, and that's what I said in one of my videos a few weeks ago, because they are currently working on server meshing, and then they're probably gonna do some bug smashing and all of that. They will probably do some bug fixes for 3.17.2, but we know CAG and we know Star Citizen, and we know that it's still gonna be broken in some way that we can't really expect, basically. And then on top of that, they add a point of interest and everybody goes, wow. They add an event and everybody goes like apeshit. For 5 or 6 years now, they have delayed salvage. They have delayed a bunch of major game loops that were promised back in 2016, as far as I remember. Maybe it was 2017. But they have delayed all of that. And we're still waiting on salvage. And salvage in the end is just gonna be beams, whatever, because it's easy. But like, are our standards that fucking low that we get amused and amazed and excited about points of interest, about the same box missions, but you do them if you have a crime stat? How low are our standards? And then there's another guy rage typing, well, yeah, they're focusing on Squadron 42, but they are taking our money for Star Citizen. You're paying for ships for Star Citizen. And you can pay for Squadron 42 and you can buy it on the website if you wanted to. And I believe that money, like the money that you paid for Squadron 42, should have went into Squadron 42 development. All the other money should have went into Star Citizen, and all the other developers should have went into Star Citizen, because we are buying ships for Star Citizen. We are pledging, we are giving them our money, we're helping them out to make the game of our dreams, not the game of our nightmares. The game of our lucid, immersive, happy, joyful, whatever, dreams, nightmares. But currently we have a nightmare. And like that nightmare is just gonna expand, and I hope that the new Manchester office is gonna fix all of that, and that like there are gonna be more people that are gonna work on Star Citizen. But you never know with CAG. They might just like get all those people and make them work on Squadron 42 or the sequel to Squadron 42, because yeah, like it's Chris's dream. And that's it. So the main question here is if our standards are too low, and I can say that our standards are too low because we don't have data running. We still don't have salvage. It's just around the corner, but it was around the corner for fucking 5-6 years now. We don't have exploration. There's no point in having land vehicles. We don't have passenger transport. Piracy is barely working. It is currently not working. We have no racing. We have no farming. We have no homesteads. We have like 90% of this game is not done yet, and it's been 11 years now because they had to have something to show for the Kickstarter. Therefore they were working on it a year prior to the Kickstarter, so it's gonna be like 11 years now. And like then we get a river and everybody gets fucking excited, and then the river is trash, but everybody's still excited because they can see some progress. But it's like snail pace. And what happened to science? What happened to smuggling? What happened to whatever? Like there's a lot of things that they announced and that are just around the corner, but they're not. And then we get excited for, I don't know, selling items to shops, which like most of the games in the past 10 years have, because like it's just normal to have that, and it's not a big thing to implement that. But we get really excited about that, and we get excited about the fucking river, and we go and look at the river from our Carracks, from our $600 Carracks that have no fucking game loops for them. And like if you say that our standards are not that low because there's 8K rice in Klesher or 8K towels in the Carrack, then I don't know what to tell you guys. Like I really don't. And in the end, somebody's gonna also rage type in the comment section and tell me that I'm just whining and that I'm just being a dick and that's it. And I'm not constructive at all. But here's the thing, like here's how you solve it. You go to the issue council, you report the bugs, you upvote the bugs that are already reported, and then you go to Spectrum and then you fight. And you tell the developers that this is not enough. And you brigade them whenever you can during live streams or whatever, and you tell them that this is not enough, we need more. And like then they will probably get like more people working on Star Citizen, and then in the end we're gonna have a better experience. That's how you do it. You can't vote with your money because there's always gonna be new players that are gonna have new money, and there's always gonna be new money coming in, and that's it. Like there is no boycott. Like that does not work. That never fucking works ever anywhere in the fucking world. Even if your government is like exploiting you and your bills are too high because they just want to fucking get your money and that's it, calling people for a boycott is not going to work because people are still gonna like at least 50% of the people are still gonna pay the bills, and then the rest is gonna like either go to jail or they're gonna have to pay the price for not paying the bills. And that's how it works. So like boycotting and voting with your wallet does not work. Voting with your throat, voting with your fingers, that works. And that's how it is. On top of that, if you don't see Spectrum as a place where you should post or a place where like anything is gonna get done, you can do it on YouTube. You can make your own channel. You can brigade the YouTubers that have some influence, because they are influencers, and you can tell them, hey, like, please, you don't even fucking need to be rude. First off, don't be rude. Like, that's my job. My job is to be abrasive and rude. So just let me be that. You be polite, and you just go to the YouTubers' channels or Spectrum or whatever you want to, and tell them that we need more, that we need to see more progress, that we are not satisfied, and that our standards are not really that fucking low that we're gonna get excited about a fucking river or an event with broken NPCs, because that is just not enough. Yes, there is some progress. Yes, that's like having something new to do in the game, but there is still no game. And CAG has promised the game 11 years ago. Yes, there were setbacks. Yes, there was COVID. Yes, they have changed the initial idea, and now you can like land on planets and land wherever you want to. Yes, the game has expanded, but so did the money, so did the player base, and so did the time. Because, yeah, it's fucking 11 years now. And we still have bounty hunting, cargo running, and it's gonna get reworked, and maybe then piracy is gonna actually work, maybe, we'll see. And then we have box missions and mining, and that's it. But box missions don't work, cargo doesn't really work right now, we'll see if it's gonna work. Bounty hunting, it's so fucking boring that like we're just waiting for bounty hunting version 2, and like, where's the game? Where's salvage? Where's the rest of the things that were promised? But you, as a player, as an owner of a Carrack or an Aurora or a Mustang or an A90 Jump, you have your own voice, and you should use it, and you should be the noise that CAG is scared of. Because, yeah, they need to be like scared a bit, and they need to have some negative feedback through YouTube or whatever, Spectrum, and then they're gonna realize that this is not working, and that we demand to see more progress, to deliver on what they have promised. Because in the end, we're gonna have Pyro at some point soon. We're gonna have Nyx at some point soon. But what's the point in having new systems, expanding the universe? And this game should have like 100+ systems. But what is the use of having that many systems if all the planets are as dead as the planets that we have on Stanton, or the moons that we have on Stanton? Once that changes, we can say that there is actual progress. And yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons that are supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, there's gonna be a link down in the description of the video, and you can support me there. Like, it's a smallish Patreon link, and if you want to donate something so I can review a ship for you or do some giveaways, yeah, you can do it through Patreon. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I guess don't forget to bring an 8K tower when you're traveling through space, because you're gonna need it, because nothing else works in the game. So yeah, like, at least you can look at it, and it's gonna look nice. That's it. Thank you. Bye.